Hey guys, Captain JJB84. Whoop. Ah. Batman the Killing Joke. Jeez, have we had enough superhero movies this year? We got two more to go. But anyways, the Killing Joke. It's okay. Look, I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty of things and be like, how good of an adaptation was this? Because I've only ever read the Killing Joke once, and it was great. I know some of it was helped inspire the Dark Knight film, 2008. But this film, as is, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely good bits. The second half is fantastic. That's when everything else shines. Where the film fails is the first 30 to 40 minutes. Jesus Christ. Look, I love Batgirl. She's, of all of Batman's sidekicks, she's my favorite. But, by God, look, I'm never thought I'd sound like some Tumblr feminist, but this portrayal of her was borderline sexist. Like, her whole goal is to get into Batman's pants, and I'm just like, what? Why? Like, surely she must have had other reasons. I'm gonna go into spoilers, so bear in mind. But her whole goal is to get into Batman's pants, and yes, that sex scene is, I don't know, it was a sex scene. What else are you gonna say and do? But I don't know. I mean, for one, it comes right out of left field. The two are sort of the first 30 minutes sort of censors on this criminal by the name of Paris France. Yeah. And how he's basically kind of luring Batgirl, and basically he wants to bone her. I'm assuming so. I don't remember. But Batman sort of warns her, and then it comes to the point where Barbara's just had enough and hangs up the cape and everything, and yeah. But yeah, it was weird though. It comes right out of sort of like the scene sort of builds up to it's them fighting, and then it's just like Batgirl has him pinned down, and it's just like sexy time, and I'm just like, huh, okay. Now, as someone who's watched Batman Beyond and Batman Mystery of the Batwoman, there was sort of hinted at a relationship between the two. Mystery of the Batwoman, Barbara's like flirting with Bruce over the phone. And that's like early in the film too. And in Batman Beyond, set in the future, a very older Barbara Gordon says that, yeah, there was once a thing between me and Bruce. So this isn't a new thing. I think it's just, obviously not everyone has seen those, so I guess it just sort of shocked people, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, the first 40 minutes, it focuses way too much on Batgirl, and it feels completely off. It feels off to who Batgirl is as a character. It feels a bit off to Batman as well, because he just sort of goes through it, and it's like, yeah, and then it completely shakes her, and then it just sort of becomes the point, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know. It was weird that they decided to focus so much on her. I mean, look, I get it. Yeah, you want to show her how awesome she was as Batgirl, but she's a bit of an idiot. And then the second half of the movie starts. And it's great. It's Mark Hamill at his absolute Joker-iest. I don't know. Yeah, and you get it. Basically, it's everything you see in The Killing Joke. Joker paralyzes Barbara. He kidnaps Jim, tries to break him. You see in all of Joker's background, and Batman potentially kills him at the end there. I don't know. It's sort of heavily implied that, yeah, he did kill him, but I don't know. It's sort of left ambiguous here as well. So, but yeah, the second half of the film is where it shines. It's where it feels more like an adaptation. They even have some of the same dialogue, and even managed to recreate some of the panels from the comic. But as a film, I heard things like got super dicey at a Comic-Con when they were showing the film, and someone asked a question, and one of the producers, like, it almost became like a hissy fit when they were showing this at Comic-Con. But I think it's okay. I think it needed a bit of a clearer direction. I mean, obviously, The Killing Joke isn't a very big story, obviously. I mean, you got Joker's backstory. You got, Barbara getting paralyzed and Jim getting kidnapped, and then Batman going to the rescue. That's pretty much it. The whole stuff with Batgirl, that adds another, that it added another, like I said, 30 to 40 minutes or so of material. But a lot of it just felt like extra baggage that just wasn't needed. Like I said, it feels borderline sexist. Like her whole point is to get into Batman's. This very much feels like it was written by a man. Look, my inner feminist is coming out now. But yeah, I don't know. It was weird that to focus on her son. I mean, just like, why not just make a Batgirl movie that leads into the Killing Joke or something? I don't see. It feels like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. I don't know. Voice performances are great, especially Kevin Conroy, especially Mark Hamill. Actually, before the film began, there was a great little 5 to 10 minute mini doc just about Mark Hamill's career. When he started in Star Wars, when he got the role of the Joker, and leading up to the Killing Joke. Like, the animated series, the Arkham games, all that. It was interesting. It was unexpected. I was like, oh, wow, this is interesting. There was supposedly something at the end there that was going to focus on the music, but I really didn't care, and I just kind of wanted to go home at that point. But yeah, Killing Joke as a film is okay. It is definitely worth watching, at least once. But with a lot of these DC animated films, some of them are just completely forgetful. Some are really good, I think Under the Red Hood and the Dark Knight Returns two-parter, I think those are really good. And Crisis on Two Earths, that's another one of my favorite ones, and Justice League Doom. But yeah, that's a list for another day. The New 52 ones, Justice League War, those are just awful. But yeah, that's all I'd say, guys. So, Batman Killing Joke, it's okay. See it if you want. I'm glad I saw this in theater, though. I mean, it definitely gives it more of a impact, but it's quite obvious that this was just made in HD only, because some stuff just didn't translate well, like the sort of more hand-drawn. It's sort of reminiscent of Batman the Animated Series. The more hand-drawn style doesn't quite translate so well when you put it on big screen. It looks okay, it just doesn't fit as well. But yeah, I give this a 6.5 maybe. I would gladly watch this again just for the second half. I really didn't care for anything of the first half. But yeah, Killing Joke. Yeah, it was... Yeah, post your comments. See you later.